Hi, I'm Maggie Robbie, the fashion major who takes everything that I learn in my courses, applies those to real world situations, and then gives all of that to you so that you can figure out what the heck is going on. Specifically on TikTok, because that's what I'm talking about today. And there was many a think piece about how we could predict the outcome of this election based on the fashion of the times, right? So, yeah, breaks my heart, horrible. I'm gonna do it again, but with the fact that we're entering a recession. How's that sound? Does that sound fun? I think it does. And because of the economic position that we are currently in as a country, I think we're moving toward a decline of the quote unquote quiet luxury trend. Can you tell that makes me happy? As someone who used to do the whole quiet luxury thing in a past life, I despise it. I think it's stupid, and I think it's rooted in white supremacy, primarily because a main point of the quiet luxury trend is a disregard for labels and logos and kind of stepping away from logomania, specifically to signal wealth and status. However, logomania was created, coined, generated because of Dapper Dan, who is like the backbone of hip-hop fashion, and by proxy, American fashion as a whole. So it just feels a little anti-black to go like super headfirst into quiet luxury. But aside from that, the point of quiet luxury, I don't know if everyone gets this on TikTok since we're super duper into dupe culture. I just also made a video about dupe culture called Super Fix, and you click it somewhere here. I think you click it here. But considering we're in a culture of finding the cheaper version of whatever luxe product we want, I think a lot of people are missing the fact that quiet luxury items are meant to be expensive. For example, this pair of flip-flops from The Row is over $400. $400. $200 per foot. I'm not paying $200 per foot ever, let alone in this economic situation. But the thing is, some people can and some people do, even if they technically can't, and they just take it on credit anyway. But the reason they do that is because one of the key reasons we do fashion the way we do in society is because the clothes you wear kind of sort of signal who you are or who you'd like to align yourself with in society and the social hierarchy. Do I love that? No. Is it true? Yes. People judge you based off the way you look. We all know this by now. We all hate it. We're all aware it's happening. And considering our stock market is up in flames, people want to look like they have their shit together. And that's perfectly fine. But the thing is, if you're not buying luxury brands who are quieter, you are not participating in quiet luxury. What I really think people are getting into is recession core, and not just because Kesha sat here and came up with 2 new songs in the past what month is it? April? 4 months? Recently. Within the past 6 months, she put out 2 songs just randomly. But basically, recession core is quiet luxury, but on a recession price tag. It is not maximalist, it is minimalist, with clean lines, very simple colors, and not too much. We might be seeing a return to the capsule wardrobe, which is just the rich white girl way of saying, I'm on a budget and I only have a couple things in my closet, and I'm gonna make them work. It's giving I wore a uniform in middle school. That's what a capsule wardrobe is. You can put Steve Harvey's name on it all you want when he said you only need 7 suits to live your life. It's a uniform. And to answer any questions, recession core and Y2K are not the same thing. Y2K is distinctly a very maximalist style. It is very much more is more. It is a la Tudors era, like Henry VIII, back when clothes had literal golden thread in them and it was a pastime for the ultra wealthy to sit there with tweezers and just pluck the little threads out because they were bored and they didn't want to wear the same outfit twice and be seen in court with that same garment. Is that reminding you of any Shein haul influencer? What do you think they're doing with those clothes? They're not wearing them. Honestly, I doubt they're even donating them. They're probably giving them to Salvation Army or Goodwill, and those organizations don't do anything for people. They just take free things and sell them. I'm very pissed off, but either way, recession core and Y2K are both about signaling wealth in slightly different manners. And one other thing I've been seeing is the popularization, or let's be real, these things have already happened before. Like, fashion exists on a 20-year cycle. Another thing I've been seeing surge in popularity again is boho. It's very nomadic, it's very flowy, very comfortable, a lot of neutrals, a lot of natural fibers. Back when I used to wear boho, my mom said I looked homeless. That might just be a me thing, but I don't think it is. And like, why would we even be interested in that? It's not like we job hop because there's no way to get a raise at a standard position, and we move every year because there's no way to make rent lower because there's only ever new client lease agreements with a decent rate, as opposed to loyalty programs where your rate gets lower over time. And it's also not like we're choosing neutrals because we want to blend in. Why would we want to do that when everyone's getting punished for being different? And it's not like it's an aesthetic that has an emphasis on patterns, which is just visual texture, which would either make up for a lack of physical texture or just build on top of it, i.e. more is more, i.e. Tudor, i.e. Y2K. Not to mention statement jewelry, which tend to be things like beads or pendants. And with boho, you can get away with a bit more DIY rather than going to Van Cleef and shelling out $20,000 for a fucking necklace. I'm seeing y'all get confused on what to wear where, because why are you wearing 304 outfits in public and why are you wearing Lululemon to the club? Like, we are in an era of craving attention and craving acceptance in a world where people are getting attacked for not conforming to societal standards. So we get these two ends of the extreme where you have a hyper-conservative, recession-core, quiet luxury fake, but we also get a group of people who are packing on as much as possible to try to preserve what sense of normalcy we have. I'm really speaking today, aren't I? Oh my goodness. I'm giving a sermon, my bad. But yeah, I think quiet luxury is starting to very, very, very slowly die, simply because none of us can afford it and none of us want to pay those prices. Because again, we can't afford it and we need to put food on the fucking table. This video was honestly kind of short. If you want to watch something else, click over here. There's another video right there for you. And considering we're all broke, if you want access to my free frugal fashion guide, go ahead and click the first link in the description. It is literally right there for you. And if you've got money to spend and you think that it's better and worth more than being free, you could just simply buy me a coffee. You for sure could. I would not mind at all. And that's all. Stay gorgeous, gorgeous. Bye.